You know, thousands of people will hit the streets for the FIFA World Cup here in Atlanta very soon, but hundreds are living on the streets right now with nowhere to turn. Joe Ripley is joining us now with more on how the city of Atlanta teaming up with community organizations and also law enforcement trying to offer some solutions to the city's homeless population.
That's right. This is an issue, Dan, that we've been tracking here at 11 Alive for some time now. The latest point-in-time count tracking a 6% increase overall year over year when it comes to the amount of homeless here in the city of Atlanta. The city has been hearing the criticism, right, as we inch closer and closer to this World Cup. All the cities trying to clean up their act just to make sure that they put on a good face for the World Cup. But you ask organizations like Partners for Home, one of the leading agencies here in the city, and they'll tell you we've consistently been doing this work to combat homelessness over a number of years here in Atlanta.
It is construction on every corner. Our team is painting everything, new street furniture being installed, roads are being paved.
Marcus Mister, Vice President of Operations with Downtown Atlanta Incorporated, says momentum is building ahead of the FIFA World Cup. He says there's a concerted effort in helping the homeless get off the street.
Housing, of course, is the ultimate goal. Everyone is not prepared for housing, and so caseworkers canvassed downtown streets to meet individuals where they were and see what their specific needs were.
The seeds of the strategy were planted years ago, says Catherine Vassell, CEO of Partners for Home.
To date, we've rehoused almost 17,000 households over the last 10 years. 96% of them remain in housing stably or have exited to permanent destinations.
Vassell says through initiatives like Downtown Rising, nearly 500 homeless people have found new housing. She says new investment from the World Cup will last well beyond the games. Partnerships with community organizations, law enforcement, and even the faith community have all tackled homelessness in Atlanta.
Our objective is connecting individuals to services to be able to address the issues of substance abuse, of mental health challenges that may be contributing to the homelessness.
It allowed us to see what our blind spots were.
Whether it's providing housing or other services, Marcus Mister calls it a responsibility for everybody.
We can't say that we love individuals and to allow them to live and die on our streets.
If you were out and about at all during the World Cup, be sure and look out for the street outreach team from Partners for Home. They'll be wearing pink shirts in all the venues and streets downtown, helping folks get the services and the housing and the help that they need. There are also going to be cooling stations set up for the homeless as well, Dan, and if you encounter anybody who you suspect is homeless, you can always call 311 to try and get them some help.
And I guess the cynic would say, when the World Cup packs up and leaves, is this kind of outreach going to continue here in the city?
It will, and this is something that has been generating now for months and years, as you heard Catherine Vassell mention with Partners for Home. I think she is really counting on big investment, right, from some of the big corporate donors and sponsors. Atlanta is going to be raking in a lot of money during this World Cup, and so what happens with that money? Does it go towards, grassroots efforts, like kind of what they're seeing? Does it go from the top down? That's going to be something to watch, but there will definitely be a concerted effort to continue to help the unhoused here in Atlanta. It's something that you see so many organizations are involved in, and it does take that teamwork, that collaboration and communication to help put a dent in this problem that we're seeing.
I guess the opportunity is there for generational change, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Joe, thank you, sir.